So we're a seasonal business. We're driven by events, things like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day are peaks for us, but the main one is Christmas. We do something like half our business in the last couple of months of the year.
The cloud is the next big thing. It is something that the government wants us to do. So in order to become aligned with the government cloud and ICT strategy, we will need to look at, for instance, procuring services via the cloud, famously the G-Cloud, the government cloud procurement service.
Pizza is an incredibly competitive market. We have some very large competitors in the UK, but of course thousands and thousands of small independent pizza shops and pizzerias around the country as well. So it's fiercely competitive. And technology generally is a huge competitive advantage for us.
Our business often demands new sites at short notice. So for example, when Holly and Sophie launched their book last year, we needed to put up a microsite for the book. We're in the process of launching a press centre at the moment. And each of these needs a separate site, a separate domain. And so that ability to be able to create these instances quickly is really helpful to us and means that the business doesn't have to sit around waiting for months on end while we procure new hardware and get it set up and running.
That whole level of investment that's needed to get an idea off the ground is a lot less, and the cloud solutions and the social marketing environments mean that if you've got a great idea, you've got a number of platforms now to actually make that a success.
A professional point of view, especially within government, cost is definitely a great business driver. Ideally, if we could have the right medium, a right balance of innovation and cost, that would be great. I don't think we are there yet, and I think that cost will be the driver for a few years still.
There's a lot more that's going to happen in cloud. It's not just the data part of it, it's some of the service part of it, some of the IT layers part of it, and big businesses certainly are looking at trying to negotiate into that space and use the spin-up service and pricing models of peaks and spikes to work that through.
Our peaks and troughs are very predictable at the moment, but as we get more international sites with different peaks and troughs, then we will need more flexibility, I think, and that's where I think the cloud will play a big part in it.
I think as you get into the bigger enterprise space, then it becomes more of an advantage because you get the controls of having both a cloud-style environment and a dedicated environment, but you have that all wrapped in one service wrapper. And so I think it becomes more and more important as the companies get bigger. And I also think it really means that service wrapper has to be absolutely as good as, if not better than, your dedicated hosting one. Because otherwise, there is no advantage. Unless you put that service wrapper around it, there is no advantage.